I've gained 1500 combat rating just since the new update has arrived. That's just in 2 days. I'm going to break down for you exactly what I did in order to acquire that, and hopefully it helps. I was about 7,000 combat rating, and now I'm 8566, and it did not take that long to get that big of a jump. There has been several reworks in the game that have massively changed the way that you can get combat rating, and in my opinion, it's like way better than it was before. So if you look here, there's the Helicore. Now I'm going to break this down for you because this is where you're going to get a large chunk of your new free combat rating very quickly. So the Helicore now has these new things, which are called Demonic Remains, and it also still has your bonus combat rating. Before, what would happen is you would level this Helicore using Scoria, this Hellfire Scoria, which would give you just like +8 combat rating or something every time, 12 combat rating, whatever. It was small little chunks every time, but essentially these Scoria have been converted into something called Void Blood Slags. So now what you do is if you go to the Demonic Portal, you're going to notice that the bosses have different hell difficulties. Here's something that you can get out of these. You can get these Void Blood Slags, which you only get from doing the Warband raid version. So make sure you get into a Warband and you do these raids with this, because this is going to give you free combat rating. But on top of it, okay, not just does it give you these slags, but there is something that people don't realize, which is every single one of these bosses. Like if you're on Hell 6 and you get this, you can go and do all of these raids, even if your rewards are maxed out and you're doing it the first week, because all of these will give you a one-time reward, not weekly, one-time reward of Void Blood Slags. If you notice, it says 5 here, 5 here, etc. These are separate. Do all of the difficulties of these, and that's how you can get a whole ton of these just in the first week. Now, after you do that for the first time, then the weekly reset, you're only going to be getting 10 total rewards. 5 normal rewards, 5 Warband raids. If you do the Warband raids, okay, those count as the normal ones as well. You get everything all at once. Make sure when you do it, even though you can now do these bosses solo, and they do scale to solo, meaning if you're in there by yourself, it's significantly quicker to kill him than if you're within a group, or he's going to have less HP. It's not necessarily quicker to kill him, okay? But if you have 8 people, he's going to have 8 times the health, but you are going to get 2 of these heavy chests. And the reason you want to do this with 8 people now is because these heavy chests can drop high quality items, but also demonic remains. Now, demonic remains are the biggest sleeper in this game now for free, absolute free combat rating. Look, instead of just having one of them, which gives you like 10 combat rating, 30 combat rating flat, and a bonus in challenge rifts, now it actually gives you attributes. So just this one combat rating worth is 124 combat rating only from this one piece, but you get 5 of them, and they actually roll like you would legendary items. So this is insane. You can get triple rows, you can get exceptional, all this type of stuff. Basically, you can get really good drops with these types of items, and this is 1-to-1 combat rating for each of these. So if you have an item that you get a new upgrade from doing it, and you can see it's related to your Paragon, this one's 380, whereas the one that's directly underneath me here is 375. So as you're doing these raids each week, you're getting better versions of these, and they're just like legendary items. This is essentially 4 new legendary spots of items. It's significant stats. So that's how you're going to get a big chunk of those stats as well, which is also going to contribute to things like damage and life, because for instance, intelligence, I'm getting more intelligence from these, which increases your damage and also your combat rating. You're getting more vitality, which increases your life. So you're going to be getting more raw stats on top of just the combat rating. So you're getting stronger, not just being able to clear more things because you have higher combat rating. Your character is getting stronger as well. This is significant. Plus now these Helicore remains will actually end up giving you the bonuses, all of them at the same time. So when you go to the challenge rift, now I'm getting critical hit, attack speed, block chance, movement speed. I'm getting all of them within these challenge rifts as well. Not only that, that's not where these raids end. They get even better, okay? These raids have absolutely ridiculous level of rewards of legendary drops. I mean, I got, what was it, like three normal legendaries and then like 4 demonic remains all within one. I'm going to show some footage here on the screen of me getting legendary drops from some of these raids if I still have the footage, because it is absolutely ridiculous. You get showered in these legendaries. This is now not only my new favorite part to actually do in the game, but it's also your straight up your best use of your time in terms of getting big fat combat rating jumps. This is a really big deal in my personal opinion, because a lot of people that play these mobile games, they want to log in like a few times a week, play for a few hours, etc. This utilizes that play style, because if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of time, just go in, do your warband raids with your warband sometimes, and that's where you're going to get your biggest jump of combat rating now literally anyway. So it's kind of a win-win. Once you get that big jump in combat rating because you've been doing your new raids, now go to the challenge rifts and start clearing through the challenge rifts. There's new tiers of actually upgrades, new types of resources. Here you reinforce scraps, cryptic crystal, etc. And you can use these now to upgrade beyond what was the previous limit in the blacksmith as well. So if you're grinding a whole bunch, your legendary items were probably rank 20. If you're like me and just grinding just some, they're probably below 20 and you still have to get there. But your set items, maybe you've been carried by other people. I absolutely got carried in order to get these cryptic crystals now. That's why I have 2,000 of them. Shout out to someone for getting me through Rift 223. And then you can go after a friend helps you and actually use your new crystals, etc. to level and get some more additional combat rating. You can see here it was 10 combat rating just for me to upgrade that one time, and now it's another 12 combat rating. So just during this little speech right here, I've gained 22 combat rating, and I still have plenty of these left to use. I understand not everyone's going to get a free carry, but this is one way to get, free combat rating. Okay, now there's another way that I got free combat rating as well since the update's been launched. If you go to the shop and you go to limited time, you're going to notice, or excuse me, not limited time services, you're going to notice there's this Prodigy path and Adepts path. The Adepts prizes are actually free. You do not have to pay for these, okay? And these include not only upgrade materials, which aren't really as important, but legendary items, but even more importantly, 320 and 340 are Hell 5 gear, but once you get to the gloves for 360, the necklace for 370, and yes, the ring for 380 are all Hell 6 set item pieces for free. It's guaranteed to be Hell 6. Just make sure you do your challenge Rift 164 just in case, and then you will be able to access here your mystery set ring, all of these items. Look, I'm going to get a belt, I'm going to get boots. These are all going to be the corresponding equipment in House 6, because I believe it's 480 is when House 7 starts. So if we take a look, yes, 480. And if you look at all the pieces that are in here, they are going to be House 6, because it is 470, 460, 450, etc. This is all the 360 onwards are all House 6 pieces, and they're all free. So this is going to be massive jump up in combat rating. If you compare the House 6 materials to your House 5 materials, for instance, 240, 235, etc., right, as compared to like a triple, even a triple row is not as good as a double row here, okay, to give you an idea. Look at this ring, 252, 245, as compared to 191, 185, that was an exceptional, and this one's not even exceptional. So there's a huge jump and a huge difference in combat rating. Hello, Kitty Cat. There's also 2 new ways to get guaranteed items now. Do 3 dungeons, guaranteed to get a random set items. Pretty awesome. So do 3 dungeons a day, and then make sure you get 10 monster essence a day to get your guaranteed mystery legendary item. You do all of these things. That's basically all I did. I only played 4 hours a day for 2 days, and I got 1500 combat rating from just doing exactly what I mentioned in this video. Consider liking the video if it helped you out. At all, subscribe if you enjoyed it and you want to see more of this, or leave me a comment if you want me to read what you're saying. I do read every single comment. Love you all. See you on the next video.